San Andreas, we night owls are emerging from our dens while the early risers are still snuggled up in bed. Thank you for tuning in to After Midnight, whether you're brand new to town or to radio altogether. It's me, Karen, the girl who will be spending the night here with you. Oh, we already have a first caller. Caller, you are on tonight. You got the opening salvo in on Karen. To whom may I speak?
Hey, Karen, this is Kevin.
Kevin, hi. Not my ex, are you?
No, I don't think so.
I'm just pulling your leg, baby. So, Kevin, why are you up so late?
Well, I am a security guard.
Oh, and where?
At this odd cemetery-looking place. Sometimes I believe that my employers are pulling a joke on me.
Come on, working on a cemetery can't be all that bad. Surrounded by the silence, the dead are resting. No one is around there to bother you. If anything, it's a perfect space to work in.
There was a time I thought I was being watched by this dark figure. I saw these two lit-up eyes in the bushes, and I admit I was too afraid to approach it. And of course I thought it was a raccoon or something, but then it just faded away. I pretty much stayed inside the booth with my Model 22.
Do you believe in myths and supernatural creatures, Kevin?
I'm a Christian, but yes, I do. I believe there is some sort of supernatural element around the world. The world is way too big for not to have any supernatural secrets or events. I believe the whole political system is being controlled by supernatural elements.
It's all around us, but hey, thank you for calling. Next caller, you are on.
Hi, Karen. This is Sarah calling from the city. I wanted to share a story about a paranormal experience that I had. After hearing you speak to the previous caller. A few years ago, I visited a cemetery with some friends late at night. We were trying to see if we could capture any ghostly activity. At one point, we all saw a figure in white walking through the graves. It was incredibly creepy, and we were all too scared to investigate further.
That sounds like a spine-chilling experience, Sarah. Cemeteries have long been associated with ghostly sightings and other paranormal activity, and it'll keep on going like that. Sarah, could you please tell us more about your paranormal experience at the cemetery? What did the figure in white look like, and what was your initial reaction when you saw it?
Sure, I'd be happy to. It was a few years ago when I was in college, and I went to a cemetery with a group of friends who were interested in the paranormal. We arrived there late at night, and it was pitch black except for our flashlights. We walked around for a while, but we didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Then all of a sudden we saw a figure in white walking through the graves. It was about 50 feet away from us, and it was moving very slowly. At first we thought it might be another person, but it was too late at night for anyone to be there. As we watched, the figure disappeared behind a gravestone, and we couldn't see it anymore.
That sounds incredibly eerie. What did you and your friends do next?
We were all pretty scared at that point, but we wanted to investigate further. So we slowly walked towards the area where we saw the figure, shining our flashlights in every direction. When we got to the spot where we last saw it, there was no one there. We looked around for a while, but we couldn't find any explanation for what we saw. We decided to leave the cemetery and go home.
Did you do any research or follow up on your experience?
Yes, I did some research online, and I found out that the cemetery has a reputation for being haunted. On this site called TooManyMyths.com. There have been other reports of ghostly sightings and strange sounds. It definitely made me believe that what we saw was real.
Thank you for sharing your experience with us, Sarah. It's fascinating to hear about paranormal encounters, and it's always interesting to explore the unknown. Next caller, you are on.
Hi, Karen. I'm Paul, and I'm a big fan of your show, and I love listening to your voice late at night.
Thank you. What's your story?
Well, I have to admit that I've been staying up late at night just to listen to your show. I find your voice very soothing and relaxing. Sometimes I even fall asleep while listening to your show.
That's very flattering, but what's your story about what you do late at night?
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Well, sometimes I like to take long walks late at night just listening to your show on my headphones. It's very peaceful, and I feel like I'm the only person awake in the whole city. But to be honest, I'm really just doing it because I have a crush on you.
Okay, that is, a little uncomfortable for me to hear. Let's take a small break. For now, we got a classic. Red Hot Chili Peppers with Power of Equality. Be right back, Night Owls.